In this video, sponsored by Lancaster Insurance, I need to fix the boot lock on the 2CV. This is one of those jobs I've been putting off for months and months and just haven't got around to doing. But a 2CV lock works with inertia. So when it's unlocked, the handle will spin, which means you can't get into the boot. The only problem being that you can, because it's a bit sticky. So even though I'm turning the handle there, that's still turning when it shouldn't be. So, oh, I'm not even showing you. There we go. So there's the handle going round. That's locked, so the handle's still going round on the outside, but that's still turning on the inside. That's not good. So we shall take it off and have a play. Oh, I should further point out that using the key seems to make absolutely no difference at all. Can't remember if it's locked or unlocked at the moment, but yeah, either way, it just keeps spinning. It should lock out. I'm not very good at showing you what I'm doing, but it just isn't. So we'll have the lock off and we'll have a look. It's just a posi screw, and it just so happens Myrtle is guarding a posi screwdriver, so we should easily be able to get that undone. There we go. Right, be careful now, because at some point it'll all go ping and flying off everywhere. These are the various events I've been on in Ellie over the years, various 2CV meets. Look, Retro Rides Gathering 08, that was a long time ago. I think 08 was Haynes Motor Museum. It was a rare gathering where they didn't do anything exciting. Yeah, everything else can stay in there. Oh, there we go. That's the handle off. So let's go and investigate. Right, so if I, you have to excuse the paintwork, pull the barrel out. Oh yeah, oh dear, that's looking a bit messy. That barrel's not looking very healthy. When you put the key in, a little slot should come out and lock the barrel to the shaft, so everything turns together. And other times it goes in, so the handle just spins around the lock and you can't force it, you can't break in. Might need to dismantle this. There's a little circlip you can see just there. We'll get it apart and see what's going on. So got the little circlip off, managed not to lose it. Should now be able, there we go, to pull out the lock barrel, which then allows me to get the lock itself out. And oh yeah, that's quite seized. So what should happen, you've got a little button there, which when pressed makes that come out. And yeah, it's all very sticky. And when that comes out, it locks in there, and then you get a working lock. I think the first step is probably going to be to get lots of penetrating oil just to clean everything up, and maybe some mildly abrasive paper, and then we'll reassemble and see if it actually works. Yeah, everything looks crusty. I'm trying to show you the smallest thing in the world, but yeah, let's try oiling it. And I think the crustiness is just graphite lube that I've used before, which is kind of what you want to use on locks. We're using some heavier oil here, and we'll just clean that up a bit, even with fingers. Make sure the little point on top there, that needs to be going in and out quite happily. It feels, oh, happy enough. Oh, I can even pull the little thing out. Oh, gosh, I need a macro mode. But there's the button. Oh, it's never going to focus on that. Pull the button out of the little horseshoe, and I'm going to lube that up some more and put that back in. That goes in there, managed not to lose it. So that's nice and bouncy. That's good, bouncy. We like bouncy. Excellent. Let's try and clean this shaft up a bit as well. I think this is just, I don't think the dry lube is actually what I want here. I think I actually want some proper lube. Dry graphite lube in the lock tumbler. So there's all the tumblers. The position of all these little things is what makes the key work. So you can dismantle these and pull all the tumblers out, but then you've got to get them in exactly the right place or the lock won't work anymore. That's a bad thing to most people. But yeah, that's all very crusty. Yeah, everything is very crusty really. Oof. Lovely, lovely lube. Right, let's try a bit of reassembly. Let's get the little horseshoe back in. Let's get that shaft back into the housing. Like that. I do declare. The little ball goes into that little hole there, and that little hole's looking a bit crusty actually. Let's go and see if we can find something to poke that. Oh, that was a bad thing. The little ball just pinged out somewhere over there. Oh, I've only managed to find it. Look at that. That little thing went pinging off into the pile of rubbish that I'm even too embarrassed to show you, and I managed to retrieve it. Brilliant. But yeah, what I actually want is a little pokey file, because I can see some crust where that's meant to be located in that hole. Oh yes. There we go, that's looking better. I'll just run around that one as well. Parfait. Genuine French. Right, this is quite difficult with gloves on because they wrinkle up, but in goes the little hole, the little thing that pinged out. That's now back in there, as you can see, and then that slots into here, and we need to get the pingy thingy down. Try and do that so we can get the shaft in there. There we go. So the ball is acting on there. That's good. Right. Then we get the lock tumbler back in. That goes there. We put the lock tumbler back into the handle. Oh, yes, I did forget. Tiny little circlip. This is like the worst instructional video ever, isn't it? Or pure hub nut, depending on your point of view. Ah, glove caught in it. Some jobs are just best done not with gloves, but having hurt my finger, there we go, so circle it back in place. I don't want to get stuff in the cut. And then the handle can go, the lock rather, can go back in the handle. There we go. At the moment, that's good. Handle is locked to the shaft. So, oh no, there he goes. I think I need the tailgate again, or the boot lid. Bear with me. If I turn the key, yeah, that should be that way. That shouldn't be opening the boot lid, but it is. Yeah, that's still not having any effect. Yeah, the problem is this bit here, this sliding shaft that sticks out to lock the barrel. It seems to be very sticky in there. I think I might gently take the file to this housing and try and clean it up a bit. I think it's only muck in there. I don't think there's any corrosion or anything like that. Just gunged up, so light strokes. Maybe I'll try this bit as well, just to make sure it's as clean as it can be. This is basically a vlog where I fail to show what I'm doing at all. Well, already that's much more difficult, which I'm taking as a good sign, and it's difficult because the button and this shaft here inside are linked, and trying to push them both down at the same time to get them to go home is yeah, quite difficult. Could do with the world's tiniest vice, really. There we go, it's home, and that slice is where it should be. It wasn't there, it was sitting lower down. Let's insert the lock tumbler. And the question is, does that now drop when I put the key in? Oh, yes. It's a bit stiff, but it definitely did it. Let's try a bit more lube. And turn the key, it should come back up again. Oh, there we go. Yep, it's definitely now flush with the top. So that is definitely doing something it was not doing before. So let's just quickly put that back in the handle. Yeah, don't forget the tiny little circlip. Get it every time. It's the only thing that stops the lock coming out, actually. So that goes in that hole there, and then comes around to another hole over there. Click. Right, now it can go back in the handle. So which way is that at the moment? That's unlocked at the moment. So which means I can't turn that handle. But if I unlock the boot, that should be unlocked. Now that shaft should rotate. Can't quite get enough leverage on it. There we go. So I can turn the shaft. That's unlocked. It's a bit notchy, but it's definitely working. If I unlock the boot, grease all over my keys. Now I should not be able to turn that, and indeed I can't. Voila! Parfait! Other French words are available. Je m'appelle la pamplemousse. Oh, that's a phrase you will never use, I guarantee it. Yeah, it's still just a bit notchy. I mean, it will turn, but it takes some force first, and the problem is that is allowing the boot lid to unlock. So let's have that shaft out again. Let's try generally lubing the shaft as well. Oil everywhere. And yeah, I just keep turning. I could use the ring end, couldn't I? No, you can't use the ring end because it's square. Yeah, still not ideal, I'd say that. But let's go and wang it back on, complete with the trim this time, and we'll see if we've made any progress whatsoever. While you listen to the blackbird having his sing-song, I'll refit this lock. There we go. Grab the keys. I can't shut it because that's unlocked. Sorry, locked rather. Let's unlock it. There we go. Locked. Aha! There we go. I've actually managed to fix it. That's encouraging. So unlock. There we go. Locked. Oh, perfect. There we go. That was a nice, easy fix. Oh, I'm quite pleased with that. Now I just need to clean all the oil off because hub nut. So there you go. That was me successfully fitting a boot lock, testing the limits of your patience and demonstrating something approaching actual aptitude. Well, it's been all over social media anyway, but yeah, I'm in the middle of painting the fox, which is why there hasn't been much progress on it. It does look like it's sinking into the ground because I've taken the back off, so that's all quite exciting. Let's talk about these three little terrors. Tuck is still recovering from her huge adventure to Goodwood and is running well. Myrtle has not done an awful lot recently. I did farm out the job of replacing the alternator and power steering belts, which may sound like wussing out, but Danny down at the local garage doesn't like me anymore because it was a horrible job. There is just no access. Far better doing it on a ramp at least. And yeah, Ellie now has a working boot lid. She will be at the Citroen Centenary celebrations in Coventry this weekend approaching. So look out, there's going to be a 1,000 car Citroen convoy on the Sunday, which is going to come up to Coventry Motorfest, and I think we're going for a parade round the Coventry Ring Road, which will be closed for track action and other exciting stuff. So that's an event well worth checking out. I'm just remembering midges exist. There you go, downsides of paradise. What else? So the Mazda has gone. I had my fun at Japfest, taking it around Silverstone, 200 quid challenge, and track fun can be fun even in a cheap 1.5 hatchback. And the Rover is still here at the moment. There will be a video update to come on the Rover. It is leaving. An agreement has been arranged where it's moving on to a new home. I'm getting some money back, not as much as I've spent, but still I've got the satisfaction of knowing I've helped keep this car on the road, fitting new tyres, getting welding done, MOT. But there has been a shocking rot discovery which you will see in a future video. But yeah, soon this car will be gone, and I think George may miss it. Will you miss the Rover, George? Bedoing, said George. Now, one car people do still ask about is the Nipper, of course, and the Nipper is with former Mrs. Hubnut, and former Mrs. Hubnut is no longer here, so the Nipper is no longer here. But former Mrs. Hubnut looks after the merchandise, which means she still frequently comes here, and I'm still hoping to do the Matiz versus Nipper battle that I've been meaning to do all year. And yeah, I'm also getting held up on the Marina video. I definitely want to do the Marina video. Logistics have just failed a number of times, which is quite frustrating. I have some very exciting videos to come in terms of road tests. Lada Riva, NSU R080, Audi 80 variant from 1967. Fun times indeed. So yeah, they will be coming soon. I shall say thank you very much for watching. There'll be more to come on painting the Fox soon. And yeah, I shall see you in a future video. Farewell.